Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Software Inc. Alpha 10. I certainly hope you're having a wonderful day because I am certainly excited to be back with the Slapple Corporation. We're at the new headquarters. And oh boy, is it something. It is a big old circle that you can't really see properly, but it's a big old circle with a multi-story car park off beside it, and it's just... good lord, it is a pretty sizable structure. We've got all this room here for core programmers, artists, designers, and marketing, as well as room for support over here. We have room to expand a little bit later down the line should we wish to do so. We have a canteen over here, and then going up a floor, we have my office just there, which I think looks absolutely fantastic. So just throwing that out there. I think my office looks pretty good. I really like how it's looking there. We are going to need to hire a few cleaners, though, because it seems that we got some skid marks on the floor there, which is definitely not great. We have some maintenance guys coming in as well, but what I'm thinking we also need to do is select... so there's 25 chairs in the programmer's office. So if we go to core team and go to HR management, we want 25 programmers total. And then in the artist room, there are 28 chairs. So we want 28 artists. And then I think in marketing, it's going to be 28. And in here, it's going to be 25. And that will be perfect. In terms of specializations, all of them are fine. Salary can be high. And that'll be fine. I believe we'll go ahead and fill up the core team just a little bit right there. And what we can also go ahead and do is have a look at this space. So there are 53 desks in the support room. There is room for more support, by the way, but there's 53 desks in there. So what that means is if we go to support and go to HR management, we want 52 programmers. And the reason we say 52 is because one of those desks in that room is going to be taken up by their leader, which is totally fine by me. Anyway, last month we spent 15 million pounds building this building, which is actually quite cheap for what it is. This month I'm expecting that we'll make some profits, as we usually do. We absolutely did. We can have a little look there. 5.4 million. You know, a little bit of money. But there we go, there's all the employees coming in. We should see the cleaners come in at some point as well. I think we might need a few more. Because I did go through and hire 4 to come in at 8 a.m., but I think they need to come in at like maybe 7 a.m. instead of 8. And then these guys can come in at like, I think like 3 or 4 p.m. just to make sure the place is actually clean. Because these skid marks are pretty dire. They are pretty dire there. Let's see here. These guys are working on all that stuff. You're having trouble working. What's the issue? Your bladder? I mean, there are bathrooms. Go upstairs. There's bathrooms here. There's bathrooms on the other side. Obviously, that's not ideal, but, you know, you guys could be working on some stuff there. Speaking of going upstairs, you can also go downstairs, and we have this giant facility for printing, which I think looks kind of neat. It'll do the job, and there is room down here to expand out for more bathrooms or more servers or anything like that, really. So I think that'll be good. We also have some cooks over here. who are going to be stocking the canteen, which I've decided to use benches in. We went with those new benches that come in one of the mod packs, and I think it looks really good. I do think it looks really good, despite the fact that everyone's sort of sitting around kind of not actually eating, and instead just sort of staring at their food. Which is a little awkward, but, you know, there you go. A cook is unable to find a stove. Really? Do we not have enough stoves? That's kind of surprising, because we do have 2 of them, but I guess we could get a few more. I guess it wouldn't hurt, so let's go ahead and see if we can just move these down a little bit. Oh, this is going to be a bit weird, isn't it? Let's go into build mode here real quick and actually see if we can do this properly. So, I don't know why this moved so awkwardly there. So that would go there. This one would go there. And then what we probably want to do is duplicate this and put it there. Put another one over there. And then we can go ahead and just duplicate the stoves and put them in the middle just like that. And that should let the cooks do whatever they want to do. There we go. So they can all start working. They can make sure there's plenty of food, even though most of the food's going to be left over because the employees have all gone home. But we should also see the cleaners have a little bit of an easier time. Let's see here. Slap 2 does not meet demand and you're losing sales. Mobile Quest 2 is exactly the same. Let's have a little look here. So if we sort by release date, Slap 2 currently has nothing in stock but 150,000 units. Oh, I know what we've done. We haven't hired any couriers. So 1, 2, 3, 4 couriers to come in at, let's say 8 a.m. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 couriers to come in at, let's say 3 p.m. And that should work. So that means that we'll get all those bits of software out to the stores again and actually get them shipped, get them sold. Obviously, we don't want to be losing sales on anything where possible. I'm also thinking that we need more cleaners. Definitely need more cleaners. So let's have a look at this. Let's say that we want some cleaners to come in at 10 a.m. I don't want you guys coming in at 10 a.m. You guys are going to be 3 p.m. And then let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more cleaners. You guys are all going to come in at 10 a.m. There we go. So that'll hopefully clear this place up a little bit. It is a bit messy at the moment, so hopefully that'll work out. Hopefully that'll get this all cleaned up, because that's just a really, really nasty looking part of the building there. Also, I love this. I love that multi-story car parks are a thing. I'm a really big fan of that. I think it looks so good. It looks really, really good. So we'll let them all move out, do their thing, and do whatever they need to do. And I believe that we should now see all of our stock getting moved out rather than just sitting down in this area. Which is good, because obviously we kind of need the stock being sold. Otherwise, we're not going to start making all that many profits. So hopefully that works out. Anyway, let's have a little look here. So Slap 3 is currently in development for SOS. Tripe Engine 2 is in development for SOS. And SOS itself is actually nearly ready to go. So let's get some outsourced reviews of SOS. And let's bring the priority of SOS down a bit. So we'll get it to be about 2. So they'll do 2 bits of code and 2 bits of work for every 1 bit of work on these 2. Anyway, I want to see what these peer reviews actually say on SOS. I want to see what the general quality is right now. It's actually a 5.5. That's not bad. I'd like it to be a 10. I'd like it to be, you know, knocking the ball out of the park, to be honest. But we'll see how that goes. As for Slap 3, though, I mean, it needs a fair bit of work there, so hopefully we can get that done. Tripe Engine itself is actually not making money anymore. Does it have units in stock? It actually does. So something tells me we can probably stop marketing the Tripe Engine But Mobile Quest 2 and Slap 2 are both making, 4.7 and 2.7 million respectively, so they're doing perfectly fine at the minute. Also, we do have some deals. Let's have a little look here and see what we got. So, we have marketing, we have design. Do we have any hosting deals? We do actually have some hosting deals. So what I was thinking was we could totally do hosting on these little servers here, which is just server 0 at the minute. But server, I'm noticing those are both the same. Where is server 28? Is this server 28? That is server 28, okay. Well, that was supposed to be linked to this server over here. Is that a thing we can do? Apparently not. Where's server 46? Or have I just linked two small servers together? Yes, I have. Okay. Can I select everything there? So all of those. And then I want to come over here and select all of those. And then we want to link those together. And that should just be server 28. And that right there is going to be the hosting server. It's not the best server in the world, but it should be all right. And it should at least let us go to deals and say that, yeah, we'll, put your thing on our server. That's no problem. Although it seems that it's still going off of our old servers, which is a bit weird. There we go, hosting. So we'll accept that. And we'll accept that. And I'm sure that that's not going to be an issue. We could also take some support jobs. I reckon those would be no issue at all. So I reckon we do that. I think we have enough people for it. We get some good money for it as well, so we'll take support jobs just to see what ends up happening. We could probably take some printing jobs, to be honest. We can do... No, that's marketing. Print jobs. They want 1.5 million? We'll see. Let's see here, though. So those are actually all sitting with no tickets whatsoever right now, which is good. So we'll see how that works out, and if it does become an issue, then it's fine. We can totally go ahead and just hire more support people. Admittedly, tickets are currently queuing up a little bit. But what I really want to see is whether or not the support team can actually go ahead and handle all of those tickets in one day. So we'll find out. It looks like they are. It looks like the numbers are all getting lower there. Although Tripe Engine took a little bit to go down. It looks like they can do it. For the most part, anyway. We might need to just hire a few more of them. And honestly, it's kind of tempting. It is kind of tempting to just go ahead and hire a bunch more support people, because we could just bring in 53 more. So basically double the number, essentially, on the support team. So 53 currently. If we go to HR management, 105 is basically what we want there. Yeah. So 105 programmers. We'll double up the support team and see what happens. Let's go ahead and set this to be support and see how that works out. That should be more than enough people to handle everything there. Apparently Slap 2 is no longer selling because there's no users to sell to. Let's have a little look here. Can we port this to anything? Well, we can, yes, but can we port it to any phones? We could port it to SOS, but I mean, I don't think that's really the right thing to do. I am thinking though that maybe we have a new rule. Maybe when all of the mobile customers have been sold to, we then port to consoles and computers. I mean, Slap 2 is an I'm gonna try it. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious. So if we select all of those, we'll port Slap 2 to all of those. Make that a super high priority, because it'll take a little while to do it if we don't. And we can port Slap 2 to 12 different operating systems. I assume it'll make shed loads of cash as a result. And I do think it's fair because, I mean, the way I see it, all the mobile customers have been sold to. So I don't really see it as a major issue. I don't think it's breaking any rules. I think we've sold to all the mobile customers we can, and we are at least, you know, we are building towards a point where we're going to have our own mobile infrastructure anyway, so this is fine. This is totally fine. Also, support tickets, there are none of them, which is kind of nuts, actually. That's kind of nuts. I'm very much okay with that. Very, very much okay with that. Also, the porting's done, so let's see how much money Slap 2 is going to make here. 2.4 million this month is going to go to... What are we looking at? 3.9. Not actually as much as I thought. Mobile Quest 2 made nothing, which is interesting. I guess it's maybe sold to everyone as well. And there's nothing to port it to, because I assume the Tripe engine would need ported. What does it use? Yeah, it uses Tripe engine. So what if Tripe engine was ported to something else? Although, do we want to do that? Do we want to start moving the... I don't know. I'm starting to think that maybe we don't want to port too much. I don't think we want to port everything. I don't want to go too crazy and all that stuff, basically. I don't want to be like, hey, let's just keep... Because we have enough money, right? I mean, we're building up to releasing SOS. We're building up to releasing Slap 3 and Tripe Engine 2 on SOS. That's kind of where we're going here. We got this new facility sort of for that reason. And I'm also thinking that at some point we do want to go ahead and we do want to make sure that we can get another development team in here. That's absolutely something I want to do. I absolutely want to get another development team in here. I'm also really enjoying the fact that we have this like other reception area over here that's just never used. Who are you? Oh, you're a courier. Okay. I kind of like that this area is sort of never used in a way. Actually, it is. People come in through here. Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess it is sort of used. It would probably make more sense if we turned this into like a meeting area, though, if we're being completely honest. Because we don't actually have any of those at the minute. But I don't know. I don't know if that is a thing I really want to do. I don't think that's a thing that's needing to be done urgently anyway. Also, I want to look at our money real quick, because what are we making off of deals? 130,000? And then just plenty of money off of all of our software, so that's fine. That's totally fine by me. Let's have a little look at all companies again and see where we are. So, worth. We are worth the most, but only by 12 million. That's actually not all that much, to be fair. Like, we're worth a lot of money, but we could be worth a whole lot more, and that's kind of where I want to be, so... We'll see what happens on that. Let's go ahead and get another outsourced review of SOS, because I'm thinking we want to push that into beta. I'm thinking pushing that into beta is not going to be a bad idea, because then we can just focus on fixing bugs. And then focus on building up Slap 3 and Tripe Engine 2. So this is 5.4. You know what? Let's promote it into beta. Let's lower the priority and say that Slap 3 and Tripe Engine 2 need to be much higher priority to make sure that those actually get done. Because they do need work. You know, 21.6, 1.8, and then 34.5 and 8.6. So there's a lot to be done there. So hopefully we can get that done fairly quick, because I would like to release it. I mean, it's about to be 2014. It would be really nice to see SOS, Slap 3, and Tripe Engine 2 releasing in 2014. Probably towards the middle to maybe the end of the year, though. If we're being completely honest. Because it definitely seems like they are going to take a fair bit of time to do. Also, we have got more deals here. We have this hosting one. We'll accept that. I'm tempted to say we take more support deals as well. I don't think that's a bad idea. Because, I mean, the things that we're supporting have a decent number of users, but we have 106 people working on it total. So I don't think it's a big deal that... Wait, why did Mobile Quest just started selling again? Also, apparently we can't reach... Oh, have those lights broken? Really? Yeah, so we actually need to be able to reach those lights. That's a shame. Okay. Select all of those and delete them. We'll do the same over on this side as well, because these ones will eventually break. So select those and delete them. That's a shame. That is a shame right there. But it happens. Also, if anyone's curious why we've got like grass on the roof of this, the only way I could get the sign to look like that is by making like an outdoor room up here. So that's why the fences are there as well. But I think it looks all right. I'd actually really like to turn that entire roof into grass, if I'm completely honest. I think that could look really nice up there. Maybe we'll give it a shot real quick. Let's see if we can do that. So we want to start there. Go up to that corner. And then basically go around like this. So all of those points down to there and across to there. Ooh, that worked really nicely. Okay. What if we merge those? That's kind of perfect as far as I'm concerned. I think that looks really, really good. So let me just go ahead and delete that one. And then we'll just copy this one over. And we'll have this nice grass roof in the entrance parts of the building. Even if it does look a little castle-like from this side. I like that a lot, though. I think from above, it kind of just looks really good as well. You have these, like, big grass sections that just, you know, break up the big circle. Speaking of which, I am at some point going to build another story on this. It's not just going to be a one-story building. I do want to get another floor up here. But I don't want to do it until we actually kind of need it. And on top of that, I also want to build like a pathway around the inside so that you still have to go up the elevators here and then still have to go outside, but you start walking around this big circular pathway that's raised above the lower area. Also, we may very well get rid of all the trees in here at some point. I don't know about that though. I almost kind of like that they're there. I think it adds to that like dumb idea that I had with the whole, you know, you have to come into the building, then go outside to get to your office thing. So, you know, that's it's just the way the building is. I know it's a dumb design, but I kind of really like it. I'm gonna be honest. I really do like it as a dumb design. I think it's kind of fun. Interestingly though, it seems that our reputation is going down a little bit. Never mind, it has gone back up. That's good. That's good, that works. Okay. Let's keep everything getting cleaned there. Let's see here. So these are actually coming along at a decent rate. Let's go ahead and prioritize Tripe Engine 2 for the time being and see if we can get that done. And then once it's in a spot where it's ready to be pushed forward, we can lower the priority in it and just focus on Slap 3 and then hopefully release all of them at about the same time. I do want to see a review of Tripe Engine 2 though. I want to see what the general thoughts are on it. Currently a 4.3. Okay, yeah, we do want that to be better.